mat. And just softly allow your body to feel like it's melting into the mat. Stretch, elongate through your sternum, your breastbone. Your breastbone's lengthening away from your tailbone. Breathing in and exhale. Softly sink. Stretch those fingertips out further, widen them apart. Feel the stretch under the armpits, through the shoulders. If that's a bit much on your shoulders, you can always bring them back behind you, shoulders away from ears, and just let them rest, palms to sky behind you on the mat. And just relaxing. You can stretch through your fingertips, and you'll feel how the tops of the shoulders pull more down and away from your ears, releasing the upper traps a little bit. Relaxing shoulders, relax the sides of your neck, relax your facial muscles, your jaw, your mouth, and just breathe. Breathe into your belly. Feel the back of the ribs expand. The chest fills, the belly fills, and then the air releases back out. Let that low back, all the tension release and dissipate out of it. We're just going to take a couple more breaths here and come out. Good job. Breathing in. Exhale, release one more time. Breathing in. Slowly bring your hands right under your shoulders. Start to lift your chin, lift your head, neck, shoulders up, press up. Excellent. Good job. All right, so I'm going to have you do a little counter pose to your downward dog, and we're just going to come into just a little modified cobra real fast, okay? So you're just going to walk down, lie down on your mat with your elbows bent. And we're just going to relax shoulders down. And you're just going to stretch for a moment. Chest opens, your elbows are bent by your sides. Breathe, feel how your ribs open apart. Inhaling and exhaling. Release. Good, breathing in and exhaling. We're going to take our hands out to our sides for a moment. Slowly come down and slowly lift up 3 times. Inhaling and exhaling. Gently press fingertips into the mat one more time. Breathing in and exhale. Bring your hands under your shoulders. Press up to hands and knees. Excellent. Okay, so now we're going to walk our feet directly in front of our body onto our mat. So I'm going to have you do half a shoelace. And so for shoelace, I'm going to have you, I'm just going to tilt this forward a baby bit. Okay. So for shoelace, we're going to take our right knee and we're going to fold it directly over the left knee. And if you have any tightness, you can support by placing like a little pillow, something right under the knee like that to give a little extra support. If your knee feels super tight, you can also place like a little support right under this side of it as well. So we have that knee straight over. We're stretching up. And we're just going to gently stretch over our legs. Breathing in. This is going to open our hips. And exhale. We're just preparing so we could do shoelace on both sides. When you feel it give, come in a little deeper. Commit to the stretch. Knowing when to push further and when to stop. In order for yin to exist, there must also be yang. Yin and yang are two energies, but they exist side to side. They're next to each other. Duality, polarity. For one, there must be the other. Always. They always coexist. And if they're not in existence, neither one is in existence. They both have to be in order to be. It's kind of hard for Westerners to grasp sometimes. There cannot be one without the other. Yang is action-oriented. Here we're just holding and releasing deeper. Go with it when you feel that muscular release. It just gives, like it just opens. And we're looking for that opening in yin. We're going to stay here, a couple more breaths. Working with your body. Good. One more breath. Gently, softly, you're going to come out of the stretch. And we're going to uncross that leg. Take the other leg straight out. We're going to place our knee over the other side. And take note. We might have one side that feels tighter than the other. That's common. We're just trying to get our two sides closer together. And that helps us preventing injury. So one side doesn't get proportionately stronger or tighter than the other. Stretch long, lengthen through your spine. And start to reach over your legs. Notice any sensations of tightness on this side. Work with them. It's like you're going to the wall of tightness, sensing, breathing into that tightness and gently releasing it, letting the energy flow. Freeing any blocks, breathing in. Again, you can have a support under that knee if you need it. You can have blocks under your elbows if you need it. Customize it according to what feels comfortable on your body. Breathing in. Ease in, welcome the tightness so that you can foster growth. Release any old pent-up energy. Bring in that fresh oxygen, fresh vital life force. Feel your body as it gives. I'm super tight in my hips, so I'm having a lot of releases right now. You never force releases, but when they happen, go deeper into them, welcome them. For a deeper stretch, you can flex your foot. We're going to stay here a couple more breaths. Breathing in. And exhaling. Let's take one more deep inhale. Soften into it. Going a little deeper each time with the breath. Now gently we're going to make our ways back up out of the stretch. Excellent. Okay, we're going to switch sides. We're going to take that right leg over. And then we're going to fold that left leg under. Oh boy. I can feel this one a lot. Ideally, we want to have our feet at the same angle on each side. And if you're not quite there yet, it's okay. Just go with where you're at. Stretching, lengthening your spine up. And stretching over. Breathing in. You can have a prop nestled. I'll show you. Like under that hip. You can have something under that knee. And just breathe into it. I feel like doing the full shoelace is a little adventurous today. The single shoelace I can handle, but the double, the full shoelace, ooh, I'm kind of questioning why. But that's good. It's okay. Wherever I'm at, I'm at. Wherever you are, you are. Ease into it. The brain likes to fight sometimes. As soon as I said the brain likes to fight sometimes, it gave. And that's kind of how it works. Give in a little bit deeper. Getting into that deep muscle fascia. And let's do a couple more breaths. Easing into that deepness of the stretch. And we're going to ease back out of that edge. Slowly we're making our way back up. Uncross your knees. Bringing your knees to the center. And I'm just going to have you shake out your knees a little bit. We did that with one knee on top. So you know what's coming. The other side has to cross on top. So we're going to take left knee. We're going to cross. We're going to take that right leg, bend it. All right, here comes the left knee. Okay, we're going to bring it over on top. So if you're super athletic and you practice a sport, unless it's a sport where you practice on going splits and stuff, you're going to feel this a lot in the hips. Like runners and cyclists, those kind of muscles get tight. So this is why it's kind of good to unravel your body from your sport so you can go deeper, have more flexibility and suppleness for when you practice your sport. Woo. So gently breathing in. Feel weight through each side of your pelvis. We're working on having our pelvis have equal weight distribution. And we're going to softly, gently go into our stretch. If you need a support, you'd have something under the knee. The sides of those glutes might really be feeling it. Sometimes you can feel tension in your ankle. You can even bring like a pillow under your ankle to help support. Our hips, our knees, and our ankles are all related. So it's a one chain. Breathing in. Soften into that edge. Know when to go to the next level. Know when to pull back. It also goes for your sport. Breathing in. And breathing out. Good. Go a little deeper if you can. Right when your body, your mind says you want to stop, you don't want to go any further, deep inhale into that spot. Release. See if you can go just a little bit deeper. We're just going to stay here a couple more breaths and then we're going to come out of it. Ease out of it. If you have any pain or discomfort in your knees, please start right back out of it. Come on out of it if that happens. And we're going to do one more deep inhale. And exhale, slowly come back up. Excellent. Uncross those legs. And do a little windshield wiper side to side. Ooh, ooh. I can really feel that, can you? Okay, we're going to do happy baby. So I want you to come down on your back. And just hug in for a moment. If it's comfortable on your back, I just want you to gently rock side to side. As long as it's comfortable on your low back, breathe. Okay, so happy baby. You're going to take your hands, reach between your knees, and you're either going to grab your feet, outside edges, the soles of your feet, and you're aligning your kneecaps with your ankles. And you're just letting those knees come down towards the floor. And you're just letting your body settle. You could also wrap your hands around your big toes, if that feels better. So it's like your spine is long. You reach your hands between the legs. grab your big toes if you like. And you're letting those knees and ankles be in alignment. And the knees start to come down towards the floor. You can grab your feet if you like to. And just breathe into the stretch. Breathing in. Exhale. It's like the back of the pelvis feels like it's almost widening into the mat underneath you. Allow those thigh bones to sink deeper into those hip sockets and feel the back of the pelvis widen into the mat underneath you. The hips are also a place in the body that house a lot of emotions, hidden emotions through the years, layers of tissues. Just honor whatever emotions come up, whatever you're feeling, and just breathe into it. Good. Just release back and hips. Awesome. We're just going to stay here a couple more breaths and we're coming out of it. Feel those hips releasing. Awesome. If you want, just lift your legs straight up in the air. Wiggle your feet, like I'm doing little rotations, like ankle rotations. And rotate your ankles around. Release the ankles. Let tailbone, low back sink into your mat. And just pull those knees in. My back is adjusting on the mat. Pull those knees in. Breathing in. And then exhale, release. I want you to breathe into the space between your two shoulder blades. And then exhale, release. Good job. One more time. Breathing in. Exhale, release. Now I'm going to have you take your right elbow and cactus your arm onto the mat. And then what I want you to do, you're going to take your left hand and you're going to reach to the outside of your right knee. There's a straight line. We want our knees to be in line with our hips and our pelvis. We don't want our knees going higher than our hips. We want to stay safe. You're swiveling your legs to one side of your body. We're doing a reclining twist for our spine. And the ankles are resting. And you're maintaining your shoulders on the mat. Chest is open. That right arm is cactus. And that right side is your anchor. And your legs twisted to the left. And I just want you to gently look over to the right as long as it's comfortable on your neck and breathe. You can do like a counterbalance and get a deeper stretch if you think of your right shoulder as an anchor. And your palm is right above that kneecap and you're just gently pressing down a little bit to get a deeper stretch. Avoid pressing directly on the knee joint. As long as it's comfortable on the neck, you can look over your right shoulder. Breathing in. And exhaling. Creating space in the sides of your spine, sides of your waist. Going into the stretch, reclining twist. I'm not going to stay here very long. Take one more deep inhale and one more deep exhale. Softly release. I want you to bring your knees back to the center. Hug in. Ooh, I just had a pop in my back and the side of my spine. That was really cool. It just adjusted. It feels really good. All right. Now, if you could cactus your left arm by your side, feel how it releases. It opens your shoulder up. That arm bone goes deeper down. Now I'm going to have you keep the knees and the hips in alignment. We don't want to bother our low back or our hips. So we're going to keep that alignment. And then we're just going to start to swivel. Making sure I don't kick any candles. Slide them over. There we go. And then you're just going to, I know, I'll just move my body a little bit. So we're just swiveling. And then breathing in. If you wanted, you could have both arms cactus on the floor. That's totally fine too. If you want a deeper stretch, take your hand a little bit higher than your knee joint. And you can just gently do a little counterbalance. Make sure the left shoulder's firm into your mat. Look over to the left. Breathing deeply into the stretch. Good, so we're not forcing anything. If you do have any low back disc issues, you have to be very careful when you do these kind of stretches. Honor your body and you don't force any twisting. When you feel the muscle fascia release, sometimes the muscles, as the tight muscles release, what they do, as they release, it shifts and the bones move. And sometimes when our bones are misaligned from super tight muscles, pulling them out, when you breathe in to the muscles, you give them oxygen. And when you hold, like in Yin Yoga, when you release the muscles and the fascia,